Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. For me, life is continuously being hungry. The meaning of life is not simply to exist, to survive, but to move ahead, to go up, to achieve, to conquer. What we face may look insurmountable, but I learned something from all those years of training and competing. I learned something from all those sets and reps when I didn't think I could lift another ounce of weight. What I learned is that we are always stronger than we know. The mind is the limit. As long as the mind can envision the fact that you can do something, you can do it. As long as you really believe 100%. Failure is not an option. Everyone has to succeed. If you want to turn a vision into reality, you have to give 100% and never stop believing in your dream. Just remember, you can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pockets. If you don't find the time, if you don't do the work, you don't get the results. I knew I was a winner back in the late 60s. I knew I was destined for great things. People will say that kind of thinking is totally conceited. I agree. Modesty is not a word that applies to me in any way. I hope it never will. In our society, the women who break down barriers are those who ignore limits. When I was 15 years old, I had this vision of being a champion bodybuilder, being the greatest, and because of that vision, I was driven. You can't get big without lifting heavy. Dreams are for the dreamers. Goals are for achievers. The difference between those who do and those who don't is that they don't have any excuse. None of my rules of success will work unless you do. I never listened to the naysayers. I've always believed that if you want to do something, you can make it happen. I welcome and seek criticism, but I won't tolerate a lack of motivation. Pain makes me grow. Growing is what I want. Therefore, for me, pain is pleasure. The worst thing I could be is the same as everybody else. I'd hate that. You have to remember something. Everybody pities the weak. Jealousy you have to earn. Be hungry for success, hungry to make your mark, hungry to be seen and to be heard, and to have an effect. And as you move up and become successful, make sure also to be hungry for helping others. My definition of living is to have excitement always. That's the difference between living and existing. When you work hard, amazing things happen. Positive thinking can be contagious. Being surrounded by winners helps you develop into a winner. Always stay hungry and humble. None of my rules will bring you success unless you are willing to put in the work. Life may be full of pain, but that's not an excuse to give up. You can scream, you can cry, you can be mad, but keep going. You can't be paralyzed by fear of failure, or you will never push yourself. I believe in the philosophy of staying hungry. If you have a dream and it becomes a reality. Don't stay satisfied. Raise the bar. If you want to succeed at something, the world must know you're serious. Bodybuilding is much like any other sport. To be successful, you must dedicate yourself 100% to your training, diet, and mental approach. What I learned is that we're always stronger than we know. There are no shortcuts. Everything is reps, reps, reps. Don't be afraid to fail. Anything I've ever attempted, I was always willing to fail. You must have a relentless drive and the will to succeed. Forget plan B. To test yourself and grow, you have to operate without a safety net. I think that dreams are there to be realized. In the end, you have to be a little crazy to become successful. You can't get fit and healthy without working for it. If you don't believe in yourself, then how will anyone else believe in you? Work your ass off. There is no magic pill. I was born with an enormous need for success and a healthy lack of humility. I didn't mind if it came hard, the harder the better. My advice to everyone is that no matter how big a problem is, you can deal with it and overcome it. The power doesn't come from what you can lift, but from what you overcome. The difference between those who do and those who don't is willpower. In my opinion, everybody is as big as they make up their mind to be. Don't listen to the naysayers. Follow your passion and stay focused on your vision. The more knowledge you have, the better you're equipped to handle whatever happens in life. Don't let yourself be like everyone else. Be unique. Be yourself. Life is full of opportunities. The key is to recognize them and take action. If I have learned anything in life, it is that failure is essential to success. Push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. Don't just be yourself, be your best self. If you don't take risks, you can't make anything happen. Never follow the crowd. Go where it's empty.